Hello everyone and welcome back to F1 2010 career mode. We're in Canada. It's gonna be a good one. I do like this track in real life. I like this track on the game. So what could possibly go wrong? It's qualifying. Straight into the garage. My lord, that's loud in my headphones. As per usual, jump straight out on track. Try and get bank a lap in. I did practice. When I say I did practice, I filmed this quite a while ago. Yeah, anyway, I did practice because we've got the updated engine mapping. Anyway, we come towards, I don't know what corner it is, but Chandok's in the way, man. It's always Chandok. I'm going to roll him up again when I see him in that paddle. But anyway, I'll back off so I can go again. Outrageous behaviour. But anyway, like I said, we go again. Start of that. To be fair, I nailed turn 1 here. Beautiful. Creeped turn 2. I forgot how to count here. We come to the hairpin. To be fair, I have found that with the new engine mapping on high, you get, I think it's about 3 miles an hour. But I think the acceleration's better, which I think is what we were really struggling with. We've got Buemi here, we're going to nick a slipstream from him. Curl round him. And then we'll come towards the final chicane where we mount the curbs. Look at that. Mount. Do touch the wall though, however, but we will ignore that. Fire it to the line. What do? We go pole with a 117 flat. Currently 8 tenths quicker than Webber. So, because I was so far ahead, I did jump far into the session because I just thought, okay, I'll go out later on, but then realised that they weren't going to beat it. We are on pole position.
You've achieved all of the goals set for you this session.
6, it's on Legend, I promise you it's on Legend. But yeah, some tracks are a lot easier.
Congratulations, that was a fantastic qualifying session.
Right in the garage. I'm hoping, because we were on pole in China, so hopefully we can convert this one into a win. On the grid, we're in first. Webber third. Oh yeah, Seb's second. He won't be done at 15. I'm gonna roll him up. No, that's right. We need to be first driver, definitely. Hey, that boss is gonna get a points finish. Need a good start. We're away. I've changed the arrow on the front wing for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I think I got too excited. But to be fair, the PlayStation controller is tiny. But we find it down into turn 1. We still remain in the lead. Vettel second, Webber second, Vettel third, Hamilton fourth. We're away well. That's what we needed. We needed to comfortably get away. I half expected them to come at me again, either second half of the lap or lap 2 onwards, because they are fairly slow. But we come now down into the final chicane where Vettel is all over us. He was re-overtaken Webber at some point during the lap. He's all over us. Not close enough to lunge it, but we do get a good line for the final chicane and we gap him a little bit. I think that's where I'm making up a lot of my time. They're quite slow through there. But anyway, on lap 2 now. Coming under the bridge. I don't know corner names. I'm sorry. I would learn them, but I just don't want to. But we make a disaster of that. Outrageous. Get a little corner cut. I think you get free. If you get free before they start dashing drive through penalties our way. But yeah, we remain in the lead. It's only lap 2, there's still a long way to go. But as we come across the line at end lap 2, start lap 3, what's the gap to Vettel? We've got it at 1.7, so we are pulling away. I felt good on this tyre. The rear right's starting to go a little bit, but that's alright. It felt good on this tyre. Starting to gap a little bit. A couple of laps later on lap 4, say a couple of laps to the next lap. We go deep into the hairpin. You can get away with going a bit deeper there because you do straighten the car a bit earlier. We have got the gap up to 2.4 seconds now, so we are starting to pull away. Lap 5 now. We're at this pit this lap, so try not to get down for speeding in the pits. We need a good stop. I'm hoping, because we've got a bit of a gap now out in front, we will not get held up. Please don't get held up. Don't ram the jack, man. Beautiful brakes. It's a good stop. Are we away? Yes. 5.4. That's good for back then, actually. And we are out of the pits. We come out in P7. That should still be net first, but obviously Webber stayed out. He's going longer. Vettel pitted, I think, the same that I did. And De La Rosa just alongside us. I didn't want to go too Larry because I didn't want to take front wing out. I didn't want to spin. I thought, because this is my best chance of winning this season. I didn't want to be throw up the inside of De La Rosa as me saying I'm keeping it all tight and everything. But I had to. I didn't want to lose too much time because obviously Webber wasn't miles away from us. We're going on to the final chicane on lap 6. Trulli ahead of us, who's there on the prime, so they're going to go a lot longer than us. Anyway, so I need to try and filter my way past them. But Webber has pitted that lap. He's now dropped behind us. He's now in P5. Be interested to see if he comes out ahead of Vettel though, because he's currently leading the World Championship, so he'll want to beat Vettel. We've got Trulli there, we overtake him for seconds, lap 7. It did take me a lap to do it. So, we've got Liuzzi ahead of us. I wasn't really making too much inroads in here, but I wasn't caning it at this point, because I wanted to save some tyres for the end of the race, because I half expected the Red Bulls to come back at me. Anyway, lap 9, complete lap 9, Liuzzi's pitted, so we now regain the lead again. Buemi is 13th. To be fair, Liuzzi is having a great season. I think we're battling him, see who can come out on top at the end of the year. But, De La Rosa, has he pitted yet? He has not, he stayed out an extra lap compared to Liuzzi. We went deep into the chicane, that cost us time. I want to see what the gap to Webber is. He wasn't on the mini-map just there. So I'm hoping we've got enough of a gap, because I never felt confident on these tyres. Let's see, I almost dropped it there, well held. Well held, what's the gap? That would have cost it right, 6.8. 6.8 a gap, 10.4 back to Vettel, so we're probably safe from him. But we're on lap 11 now, come to the hairpin where there's a sector. What's the gap? 5.1, so he's catching, big time catching as well. We really need to I think we just need to remain calm. But lap 11 with him not remaining calm as we fire over. I didn't want to just buoy it over the runoff, because corner cutting penalties were strict on this game if I remember correctly. I didn't want to get a drive because they just give you an instant drive through. On here. Webber going, he's 2.5. I'm about to throw this away. What's it, we go lap 12, first sector. Was 2.5, or 2.1, he's taken 3-4 tenths out of me in the first sector alone. With 2.5 laps to go. Just might get tenths. Right, penultimate lap, what's the gap? 2 seconds exactly, so we've held it a bit, We are quicker in the middle and last sector, I think, but we go a bit wide into the hairpin. We just need to keep it clean, this is the issue. I think I was panicking, I'll be honest with you. But it's fine, We've got no one ahead. Webber, he's catching, but that's fine. We start the final lap of the race now. It's what, 2... was 2-1, was it? It's back to 2-7 now, so we've had a really good final sector. He probably used all his tyres already now. So hopefully that is that, and we will claim our first victory of this 2010 career mode. But still 2 sectors to go. So, but it's our personal best in the first sector. I think the tyres were coming to us here, because it's 2.6 now. I think the tyres were coming to us towards the end. But as we brake for the final chicane, I brake a little bit late. I thought I'd balled it. But I ran slowly, I wasn't trying to get a penalty. I didn't mind if he finished 10th behind me. We ain't going to remember this in 2 weeks' time. We crossed the line to take our first win. Booyah. I never say booyah, I'm not saying that ever again. What was that? Anyway, the engineer goes nuts, enjoy it.
Great drive! You've dominated the whole weekend. Pole and the race win. Fantastic!
Absolutely fan-dabby-daisy. Right, that's 25 points, which massively help in our bid for, where's that put us? 6th, we've got a bit more of a gap to Liuzzi now, which is 7 points. We'll only turn off that button. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Subscribe if you're new. Ciao, ciao.
Congratulations, this must be a very special moment for you today with your first a clear victory there and a car which looks to be getting... You've got to be feeling good about taking a victory in your first season in Formula...